Well, Jules, let me just say it is wonderful to see you back in the arena. I believe you were here yesterday, you were here this morning. What are the impressions and the feelings of being back here at the curling rink?
Kevin brought me last Tuesday, and I haven't been in the curling. Well, I missed all the Grand Slams, so this is the first time, and it's like riding a horse again. It's great now. See all the guys, get in the dressing rooms. That's what I miss. I never leave the rink, huh? Brad plays and he leaves or he stays. I stay here for all 4 draws and spend my time in the dressing room, so it's great.
You were behind the bench, of course, Brad winning this morning in the tiebreaker. What are you seeing from this team, a team you know very, very well, and a skip you know very well?
Well, I'm surprised, like, they haven't done that well this year. From what I'm seeing, they're curling really good. Like, we beat Dunstone and then beat McEwen. And there's flashes of them. They miss here and there, but I think they're going to come on.
Does it surprise you that Brad has announced his retirement? He said he couldn't find the motivation, Jules, anymore. And you also spent a ton of time with Kevin Martin, and Kevin said when he was done, he was done. Maybe tell me about some of those similarities as well between the two of them.
Well, I never wanted Kevin to retire, but sometimes physically, if you're not 100%, it gets tough after a while, throwing rocks, etc. And so he went, and then now Brad is going through the same thing. He's curling well, but he's got some problems, and they don't get better, unfortunately. Those guys threw 1 million rocks, and now they're sort of paying the price for it.
But they both did a lot of winning. Maybe just some thoughts on how good they are. Of course, Kevin, 18 slam wins. Rachel Holman, 18 slam wins. She could win a 19th here, Jules. We're seeing some of the best ever to play the game.
Well, when I talk about Kevin and Brad, that's 2 of the best ever. Kevin went through it, and he was voted like curler of the century, team of the century, and then Brad took over. And when I curled with Kevin, he always said, Brad's now the best curler in the world. And I spent 7 years with him, and it was tremendous. I don't know if he ever missed. That's what it seemed like to me, huh?
You said they've had a little bit of trouble. Of course, Owchar joining this team, and they haven't really been clicking in the way that we're used to seeing Team Gushue, and yet we're about, 5 weeks away from the Olympic trials. Yeah. What should curling fans be thinking about Brad Gushue and this team? He always seems to turn it on in the big stage, Jules.
Well, I think he won't be the favorite, but he'll be competitive. And you know what it is? It's 1 week, and any one of 5 teams could win it easily. They get on a roll, and Brad finds his group. They got to get together a little better. Their sweeping is a little off sometimes, but I expect them to be a challenge because there's nobody really right now dominating, right? And that's what makes it wide open. Like in the ladies, like you can almost predict Holman. Now she can get beat, but you can almost go to the bank. But a man, I don't think you can say that.
We've been talking about the fact that 5 or 6 teams could be right there at the end of the week. It is a best-of-3 final. Do you like that?
Well, I think it does, especially if somebody goes undefeated and wins, and he hasn't lost a game, and then the guy that's in second beats him, and he doesn't go. This way here. Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, provides a bit of a safety net.
Yeah. And it's good for the crowd, and somehow if you lose 2 in a row, then you feel like, okay, he beat me. Yeah. But if you lose that 1 game sudden death, like you feel cheated.
Listen, I was there when you were inducted into the Hall of Fame. So many people have so many wonderful things to say about you, and I know you're humble, and thank you for doing this because I know you like flying under the radar. Yeah. But why do you think you were able to have so much success with the teams you were with?
Well, originally, Northern Alberta was a hotbed for curling. So the talent was there. A lot of times, no one sort of developed it. It was just there. There wasn't much for coaching in curling. It just get 4 guys together and you curl, and the best team won. Yeah. And then people started coaching him, and I was lucky. I had good athletes. Huh? I mean, when you work, it turned with Kevin for 30 years, and then you get Brad for 7, that helps. And then My college teams always had good teams. Northern Alberta, and you win, and then people come from Saskatchewan, they come from BC, and you just keep getting stronger. So that's the secret, I guess.
I'm sure you have a few others. Have you said anything to Brad and the team? They're getting ready for a quarterfinal game later on here today.
I'll give them a hard time. I'll expect them to.
Jules,
I challenged Brad out there one time. I said, Brad, to me, normally you would have taken that one out instead of trying to draw. Just give him a hard time.
Jules, it is wonderful to see you. Welcome back to the arena. Curling is better off because of you.
Thank you.